Recording. Okay, let us begin. We'll start with some pitch patterns. Like usual, welcome. What's up for the camera? Okay. First one. Hi, watch out for the camera, please. First one. It's in this key. I'm going to start with a high do. Just that much. This is kind of going after what Dr. Trout talked about yesterday in the lecture. We've got this sort of thing where it's C minor here. And we went down to lay, which is I'll put a little flat in parentheses. And then you did an F sharp, which is B. Good. We sang those two. And those two have a tendency to go in to sol, right? Right. This is the reason for those arrows that he gave yesterday. The arrows that went in and the arrows went out. If I flip the A flat and the F sharp, put the F sharp up here, the A, we know it's flat down here. To resolve them to sol, this one's going to go up, this one's going to go down. Hence, we've got that outwards arrows. So the arrows make sense now? Yeah. For a lot of people that ask questions, what were the arrows all about? They tend to go in or they tend to go out based on lay going down to sol, fi going up to sol. So, do. Do. Again, do.
Do, re, fi, sol,
pretty actually. Can you see the high do?
do,
Do to ra.
Do, ti, do, ra, ti, do.
Same deal, right? I have a ra and a ti that surrounds do, right? Out of space. Have a ra here, a t here, and they both want to go into do, right? The difference between those two pairs of things that we talked about, the lay and the fi surrounding sol are associated with the augmented sixth chords, just started talking about yesterday, whereas the ra by itself is scale degree what? Flat two, and it tends to go under this kind of chord. Right? What's the quality of this chord? Major. Is it a seventh? No. It's just a. All right, just like that. So. We're going to practice with Neapolitan. This is called, by the way, flat two, also known as Neapolitan sixth. Not to be confused with the augmented sixths. Okay? All right. Great. So, high do. Ready? Run over here.
Do, re, fi, sol, ra, ra, ti, do, sol,
step above do. All right, next one is this key. New do. And this will be a, how about a low do? Do. Let's see.
Do, sol, re, le, sol, me, fa, mi, sol, do, te, re, sol, ti, do.
Even you cannot go that low. All right. I probably should put this up to it. Back to here. Do.
Do, sol, re, le, sol, me, fa, mi, sol, do, te, le, sol, ti, do.
Not so bad. Hardest part is getting these fifths and fourths all nicely in tune. We're in sort of a minor mode, right? So, do,
Do, sol, re,
do,
do, re, do, re, do, sol, re, le, sol, me, fa, mi, sol, do, te, le, sol, ti, do.
Okay. Andrea's voice is out today. Okay. We're going to skip Andrea. It's okay. All right. Starting with Dan. Do.
Do, sol, re, le, sol, me, fa, sol, me, fa,
We go-
sol, me, fa.
You're going down to Re instead of May.
Sol, me,
A little bit lower.
me,
That's me.
sol, me, fa, fi, sol, do, te, le,
Sol, ti, do.
You're in a do.
do, sol, re, le, sol, mi, fa,
A little too low for me.
sol, me, fa, fi, sol, do, te, le,
Sol, ti, do.
Do. Jessica.
sol, me, fa, fi, sol, do, te, le, sol, ti, do.
Okay, great. Just getting used to this whole idea of may and fee. Or I'm sorry, not may and fee, but lay and fee, just like we did up here, surrounding souls. So we'll get used to this idea of 1 minute sixths and elevenths. Good. All right. The next thing we'll do is something out of Dan Schroeder. These are the last two sight singings, and then I'll make sure that everybody knows what time they are for today. Dan Schroeder S20-13. Page 451. And this is another one of those things you have to be very careful when you see the title and it tells you Mozart Symphony Number 35 in D major. When you look at the excerpt, it is not in D major, it's in what? G major. A nice 1-3-5 or Do, the sol right at the beginning. We're going to do a little triplet in there. We'll do it kind of slow, but let's, for the sake of sight singing for the first time, start right away with solfege. Start at a comfortable sol, and then if you have to jump down at measure 5 for la, we'll do that. All right, so with the piano, and then we'll change. Ready? 1, sing.
Do, mi, so, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi,
La.
la,
All of those, be careful, the end of measure 2 there is a triplet, but the end of measure 5 is not a triplet. It's simply do, fa, do is okay. Once again, from the beginning, ready, and sing.
do, mi, so, sol, fa, mi, re, do, re, mi, la, do, fa, mi, do, sol,
Nice, very good. All right. The last note on the next page, very chromatic. If it starts on do, first one is do. What's the next one? T. And then next? La. Next? 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 May. Very careful. There's a little whole step by the time you get to the okay? Kind of slow again, and it starts on the second beat, so 1 bar for nothing. 1, 2, and 1, sing. Back to do. Have you heard this before? Yes? Good. And you can sing it. Here we go. As you do. 1, 2, and 1, sing. Nice job. Excellent. End of damn shoulder. Now, I would like to talk about dictation number 4. What you have against the key, but just to go over very quickly, the beginning was just to write in the solfege, in this key. And most of you began do, te, la, just fine. This one was a little tough, because when you're in this key, there's kind of like a modal diction there. So it was really do, te, la, and then a 3. Some of you transposed somewhere in the middle and you did at a different key. Okay? So the difficulty is just keeping do in your head. You can remember you ended on do. So use that technique of thinking, where did I end, and then you can go backwards from there. Number 2 was to notate the melody. And you were given a couple of notes in the beginning, the middle, and the end. The first interval was a 6th. I'd say most of you did get this. But then the next note, G sharp, was a little tough. If you look at the downbeats, right down the scale. So once again, keep that idea of solfege in your head. You have a mi, re, do on the downbeats. That'll help you fill in some of that stuff. If you see on your papers something that looks like a squiggle, like this, that means there's something rhythmically incorrect on your paper, all right? And the way the points were calculated, there were 19 notes, a point apiece, and each measure was 1 point per rhythm. So that's where you get the 27 points. You're given this. So the really complicated thing was the rhythmically with the dotted 8/16 at the end. We'll practice more the dictation, just getting the number of notes in each measure. Some of you got to the end and you had more notes than would fit, so you kind of crunched it into the last measure. The number 3, the yes/no part for the modal mix. We'll practice more of this. This is simply the secondary dominant 2, 5. So there was no modal mixture there. The next one. And then finally, just kind of look and see what you had. There was a modal mixture in number 4. Right there, B minor 4/6. Here is just a diminished triad, which is a 2 diminished 6, fully diminished 7th of 5. Questions on anything on the dictation? All right. So let's talk about some melodic dictation. Starting with this thing, I think there are 13 total notes. E. We're going to start on Do. After one listening, can someone tell me anything about what you just heard? Do Tele, a very popular tune for us lately. Do Tele. Sol. All right. I'm hearing a fee and a fa. We're going to play it again. Make sure. What? Let's just not go. Let's just one listening. How about something else?
For the last three, raw, sol, do.
Ra. Sol. Do at the end. Ra. Let's hear it again. This is all good. See if we can figure out if it's fee or fa. Is it? It's fee. Half step and back to what?
Sol.
Sol, re, do. Look at that. The Chantal's going like this. So what do? Sol, mi, do. Is it sol, me, do, or is it sol, mi, do? Stand up for your rights. Sol, me, do. Right. What's left? Fa. Which? Fa. Me. Yeah. Kind of a strange sounding here from. This key. Can we sing this, please? Starting on do. I do. Ready, sing.
Do, Tele, Sol, Fi, Sol, Me, Do, Fa, Me, Ra, Sol, Do.
Ra just sounds like prayer. And we talked about it yesterday. Some people said I was happy and some people said I was sad. I don't know which is correct. It doesn't matter. Because everybody's different. All right, great. Let's do something from Dan Schroeder. Oh, hang on, I'm missing. We're going to do some practice. So Dan Schroeder, melodic dictation 20-2. Here, when you see the four flats, all right, it tells you Chopin, it doesn't tell you any idea about what the keys. Four flats, two possible likely keys would be what? A flat major and F minor. Okay. What do you do with A natural? I don't know. Right. This is going to be one of those that I'm just going to ask you to take it on faith for now that we are in A flat major starting on A natural, which means what's the solfege? D. Okay. And if I wanted to kind of tell you, and I'd like to try and sing this. Just comfortably sing a do. D. Re. Mi. Back to do. D. Re. Mi. Do. Okay, that's a hint how it not exactly. Here's your first note. Let's give it a try. 6/8. So a very slow 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. For rhythmic purposes, I'm going to play it again and ask you to indicate how many notes are in each measure. Like we did before. Here we go. 1, 2, 1. Counting up the notes in each measure, how many notes were in the first measure? 4. Next measure? 5. Good. Next measure? 6. And counting this one? 4. There are 3 here plus this 4th one. What would you say about this measure? Tell me, describe it.
Same as the first.
Same as the first measure. I'll put same as the 1, okay? How about this measure?
Same as the second.
Say it again. The same as the second measure? Yes. All right. We haven't done anything wrong yet, so I won't grade this. Let's have another listen, and then we'll talk about it some more. Anybody tell me anything about any measure?
Yeah, it goes up to B flat,
B flat,
quarter note,
order,
and then eighth note B flat, then quarter note B flat, up to eighth note C,
all right, meet those
down to
A
flat.
at this time. How long is this one? Quarter, and then
eighth note, 2 8th note, or 3 8th notes,
3/8 notes,
and then G.
and G's the last one. So far, so good?
And then up to
Up to A flat, and what pattern happened after here?
It's all these.
It's all eighth notes and
Scale.
a scale. So all eighth notes, I have this. Let's see, I'll make these beams. Any changes? Is that good?
There's
Nope.
chromaticism.
There's chromaticism. Where is it?
C sharp.
All right, let's have another listen. This is pretty good. Just 2 listenings and you've already gotten this much. Or maybe 3. And you all got over the fact that we started on D. It's pretty much sound like the A flat. 1, 2.
The third measure says as well.
Yes. This measure is the same as measure 3. Exactly the same. That last one is different. There. Exactly right. And right here, which would be solfege, what would that be? A. Yeah. Scale of degree 6. It's like a flat 6.
It goes down to
Up, down to do, and then what's the rhythm?
No,
eight.
And this must be what? 8. Okay. This would be the correct notation. You would not beam this because you want to indicate the symmetry on both sides of the measure. Okay, 6/8, that's your beat, and this is your beat. So maybe not illegal, but immoral. Beam it. All right. And I ended on what? Do. Where's the do? I do. If you were asked to make this sound at the end the appropriate number of beats to account for the pickup, dotted quarter tied to a quarter, and there you go. But that contains 5 eighth notes, and the 6th one is over here. Okay. Great. Let's give it a try on solfege. D, re, mi, do. Go to D's. Okay. Wonderful. 1, 2, ready, sing. Okay. The scale is what? Sing it. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, do. There it is. Right. Kind of a funny little scale. Right. And there's lay again, just like we had with the minor sixths. Okay. I want to practice a little bit with this flat 2, kind of like the way we did with the modal mixture with the yes or no. When you hear this, and this is 1, this is time. What would you call this? A predominant, and exactly what Roman numeral would you put there? Minor 4. How about this? 2 half diminished 6/5. All right? Very important that you do 2 half diminished 6/5. Great. So far we got that. We got this. We're talking about predominance here. And how about this? 2, and it, again, has scale degree 4 in the base, so it's a second or first inversion. And for the first time in your lives, you're allowed to do this. You're in C minor. Something like that. You're allowed to do something like this. C, E flat, E natural, C. What is this interval? It's a third. It is a third. D to B must be a third. Diminished third, all right? When you're going from a flat 2, which is what this is here, flat 2, to 7, right? Which is essentially a 5/7 chord. One of the voices is going to do this, and you can do it. All right. In this key, in major key, if I go to here, what would you call that Roman numeral? 4 chord. Nice major chord. Okay. I do this. It's a 2. 2 what? 2, 5, right, because there is a 7th attached to it. And it's a minor one, minor 7th, 2, 6, 5. Like this. Okay, I can still go to flat 2 in major. Dr. Trout told you yesterday, flat 2 likes to live in minor. It's probably true. But occasionally you do run into flat 2, even in major keys. So, let's do the time we have left. A couple of examples, they're really short. And you tell me, this second chord is going to be one of those guys. I'm in minor, can you hear this? Okay, the second chord. Which one is this? 2. It is a 2 something. Not half diminished. Not fully diminished. 2 sixths. 2 diminished sixths. All right. Okay. Didn't put it up here, so I lied to you. I just left it out. Another predominant. All these are valid predominants. How about this one? Doesn't it jump out at you? And there's that little diminished third up there on the soprano. How about this one? Still a flat 2/6, Neapolitan, but its voicing is a little strange. I'm doubling the third in the outer voices, which most people just don't like. So that's E. All right, in the major key, how about this? Do it again. It is another hint. major 4/6, but maybe like something else. Again, it's 2/6, right? Just a plain old 2/6, just like that one in minor is diminished. You can have just a plain old 2/6 without the 7th functioning as a predominant. All right. And one more, I think. In this key. Doesn't it jump, especially in major? It's just a major triad. And there it is. In the minor, of course. All right. So we'll do more of those kinds of practices. We'll do that with augmented 6 next time. And that's it. See you in lecture. There is a quiz tomorrow, so don't forget. Oh, and those 3 coming on Friday, if you don't know your time, see me. I've got the list here.
Oh.